One of the biggest design elements on this car was to incorporate late model Camaro themes into a first generation body style, and that's hard to do. And luckily, the owner's son, a guy named Dan Steinhauser, is an extremely talented designer. And not only can he come up with the design, he created the rendering, but also helped create the parts to pull that off.
So some of the elements we took from that car were the hood and the grille. The owner's son actually designed the grille on a 3D CAD program and was able to 3D print a custom-made grille that is very similar to what comes in the 2010 to 14 ZL1 Camaro.
This uses a gun, and you stick adhesive targets on whatever it is you're going to scan, and then you kind of wave the gun around, and as you are waving the gun, it shows the image in 3 dimensions in a CAD program on a computer screen. And this gives you a 3D model that you can modify into whatever shape you want. So Dan took the original '69 Camaro grille and scanned it and modified the design to reflect the newer style car. Once the design was finalized, it had to go through a couple steps of refining so that it would be optimized when it was printed by a 3D printer. And Dan headed that project up as well. The 3D print came out of the printer looking very accurate as far as the overall shape and dimension, but it wasn't a smooth, perfectly finished piece yet. So the owner, Lou, actually took the grille parts home and hand sanded them all to perfection before we got them back in the shop and test fitted them to the car. And one challenge was fitting them in the car because not all '69 Camaros are the same, especially ones that now have been changed with a different front subframe and different sheet metal and a lot of aftermarket parts. So we refined that a little bit further to make the grille pieces fit the car, and then we bodyworked them and painted them a corresponding charcoal gray to match the tail panel and to match the wheels. Those grille insert pieces were then installed into a stock '69 Camaro grille surround that had been cleaned up and modified to accept those. The grille surround was painted Mars red to match the car, and once all the pieces were assembled, Trevor took the time to install the grille and that whole surround into the nose of the Camaro. There were a couple other 3D printed elements on this car, including a bow tie badge for that new grille and some letters that spelled out LSA, which went on the hockey stick stripe in place of the original engine callouts.
Overall, a lot of times when you try to put new stuff on an old car, it doesn't work out well. But this car, I think we hit everything just right. Nothing's too over the top. And I think a lot of that works because the modern Camaro draws so much styling from the '69 Camaro that it all fit well.
It is obvious that something is different from a stock '69 Camaro, but it doesn't look radically different. It doesn't look like something that jumps right out at you. In fact, a lot of people didn't notice it right away. And then at second glance, they said, hey, that looks a little cleaner and a little more modern than a stock '69. So I think that the Steinhauser design team did a great job of integrating late model design elements into an early car, which is definitely not easy to do.